They came out of the darkness, 4 men stepping onto an American beach in the dead of night. No uniforms, no flags, no mercy. Just explosives, disguises, and a mission that, if successful, would change the course of World War II forever. This is the real story of the Nazi saboteurs who infiltrated the United States, the mission that panicked Washington, and the betrayal from within that brought it all crashing down. June 13th, 1942. The Atlantic is a black sheet of water as the German submarine U-202 rises near the shores of Long Island. 4 men climb into a rubber boat and quietly row toward the empty coastline. Their leader is George Dasch, a German-American who once lived in New York. Behind him are Ernst Berger, Heinrich Heinck, and Richard Quirin, trained saboteurs of Hitler's Abwehr. They carry crates of explosives disguised as coal, timers, detonators, acid vials for suicide. Their objective is simple and devastating: cripple America's war machine before it can fully awaken. The men step onto the sand and begin burying their equipment. And then, unexpected footsteps. A U.S. Coast Guardsman is approaching. Seaman John Cullen, walking his midnight patrol, spots silhouettes moving ahead. He calls out. The saboteurs freeze. Dasch steps forward, threatening Cullen, then switches tactics. He bribes him with a handful of cash, telling him to forget what he saw. Cullen backs away, terrified, but alive. At sunrise, the FBI is already investigating. A suspicious encounter, fresh footprints, German debris found in the dunes. But the saboteurs are already gone, blending into New York City by train. And hundreds of miles away, another threat is on the horizon. 4 days later, another German submarine, U-584, surfaces off the coast of Florida. 4 more saboteurs land: Edward Curling, Hermann Neubauer, Werner Thiel, and Herbert Haupt. Their targets include critical infrastructure: bridges, water plants, aluminum factories, anything that keeps American industry alive. If they succeed, they could delay U.S. war production by years. But the entire mission is already on borrowed time, because the leader of the Long Island group is wrestling with a secret no one expected. George Dasch was never fully committed to Hitler's cause. He'd lived in America. He spoke the language. He felt more at home in New York than in Berlin. And what he witnessed in Nazi Germany filled him with disgust. So instead of carrying out the operation, he decides to betray it. He walks straight into the FBI office in Washington, D.C., asks to speak to someone in authority, and calmly reveals everything: the landings, the explosives, the code words, the names. Agents laugh at him until he empties $84,000 of German sabotage funds on the desk. The room goes silent. Within hours, the FBI launches one of the fastest manhunts in American history. They locate the Florida team. They arrest the remaining saboteurs in New York City, 8 men in total, captured before the first bomb is ever planted. A mission that was supposed to terrorize America becomes one of the greatest intelligence failures of Nazi Germany. President Franklin Roosevelt demands swift justice. A secret military tribunal is assembled, fast, unforgiving, and final. The verdict: 6 of the saboteurs are sentenced to death, executed on August 8, 1942. Only 2 are spared: George Dasch and Ernst Berger, both of whom cooperated with investigators. Dasch receives 30 years. Berger is given life. But after the war, both sentences are commuted. The men are deported to Germany, where they are shunned as traitors by both nations. Operation Pastorius was supposed to cripple America's industrial backbone. Instead, it exposed vulnerabilities along the coastline, forced rapid improvements in homeland security, and strengthened public resolve. It also revealed something deeper. Even the most carefully trained saboteurs can crumble under doubt, fear, and fractured loyalty. Had Dash remained loyal, had Colin reacted differently, had the teams carried out their mission, the early years of America's war effort might have unfolded very differently. Operation Pastorius wasn't just a failed mission. It was proof that even the most dangerous threats can collapse from within. And somewhere beneath the sand of Amagansett Beach, the traces of that night still remain, silent evidence of the moment Nazi Germany tried to strike American soil and failed.